This is Gary, and I want to make this movie about like Lightroom library gotchas, things that are pretty common mistakes, which I'm going to try and help you to avoid. Because if you work correctly in the library module, things will go really smoothly, but you have to understand how to work. So, all right, here we have a catalog. Before we dive in here, I'm going to go to my desktop. Here's a folder called LR-class. Inside of it, I've got a folder hierarchy of year, and then month, and then day, okay? And that's already set up. Now, I have this folder called New Photos. What I'd like to do is bring these photos into my Lightroom catalog. Now, I'm not going to do it from the Finder. I'm not going to do it here. I'm not going to select these all and drag them over. That's exactly what you don't ever want to do. The bottom line is, the golden rule of Lightroom is to create a master folder for all your images, which I have here, which is basically right here, Lightroom-class. So let's go back into Lightroom. And what I want to do, I know I want to import, so I'm going to click Import. And first I'm going to choose Add, because Add is the simplest. File handling, minimal, don't import suspected duplicates. And normally I would add my metadata, but I'm not going to this time because I know it's already there, and I never choose any of the develop settings. So what do I want to import? Well, here it says, please select the source. Well, okay, I know I want to import the photos inside of new_photos. So if I click on that, there they are. All right, well, looks pretty simple to me, so I'm going to go import. And I did that. And if I look down here in my navigation panel, here's this new folder called new_photos. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to distribute these photos inside of my year, month, date hierarchy. Now, the fact of the matter is, to keep this simple, all these photos were shot on the same day. However, it doesn't have to be that way if you follow what I'm about to show you and let Lightroom do it all. In other words, if these images were shot on different days, I'd have to go put them in each individual month and day. And that would take forever and be really confusing. But Lightroom can do all that for me. All right, so this isn't what I wanted. This is absolutely not what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to right-click on the folder and go Remove, and then I get this message. What this message is saying is, I'm going to take this folder and these images out of the catalog, but I'm not going to remove them from the hard drive. That's fine with me, so I'll hit Remove. All right, they're gone. Let's go back to the Finder. And here are new photos, just like before. As you can see, they're still there. Okay? So let's go back into Lightroom. Now, rather than go import add, let's try import move and see if that helps at all. So I'm going to click on import. And I'm going to select new photos. But this time, instead of choosing add, I'm going to choose move. All of a sudden, I have all these different options here. File handling and file renaming, I'm going to leave those alone. Apply during import, leave those alone. Oh wait, file renaming, I don't want to rename these images. So in add, that wasn't available to me. In move, you can rename them. In this case, I don't want to, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. Apply during import, same as before. Here's where you want to pay attention. So basically, right now, I have the folder called Pictures selected. Actually, Lightroom selected the Pictures folder. It kind of defaults to that if I can't find anything else. Well, I don't want them there. I happen to know that Lightroom-class file is in my desktop, and there it is. Notice when I click desktop, it was going to create a new year, a new July 7, a July folder, 07, and then an 05 folder inside of that. Well, that isn't what I want. I want all that to happen inside of my existing hierarchy that exists inside my master photos folder, Lightroom-class. So I'm going to click on that. And just like magic, Lightroom automatically saw 2013, automatically saw 07, and knows it's going to create a new folder called 05 and stick these 7 images inside of 05, which is July 5th. So if I hit import, and I look over here, here's 07. If I click down, here's 05. Here are my new images. All right, so that was easy. Which way is easier? You tell me. I mean, basically, if you choose Move, Lightroom does it all for you. You don't have to do anything. It moves them out of new _ photos into the new folder 05, which it created inside of 07 for July, inside of 2013. It did all that itself. And what if these 7 images, which actually wound up going into July 5th, what if these 7 images were all shot on different days? You can imagine what a nightmare that would be to do it myself, either inside or outside of Lightroom. So, organizing by date inside of the import module, the import dialog box, using organize by date is definitely the way to go. Makes your life much easier and much cleaner. Okay? So, the golden rule, always use a master folder, and second to that is always do all your moving and renaming and creating folders. Do that inside of Lightroom. You can do everything you need to do right inside of Lightroom. If I wanted to create a new folder inside of, let's say I want to create a new folder inside of 2013, I'm gonna right click on the folder, create folder. I'm gonna call this Fireworks. Put inside of 2013, include selected photos, no, create, and there it is. Well, there's nothing inside of it. Let's go out to the Finder. And here's 2013. There's Fireworks, just like I created it. Let's go back inside of Lightroom. I'm going to go remove because there's nothing in it. Actually, here, just to show you something, I'm going to drag this photo from 04 into Fireworks. It's moving it, okay? Now it's inside of this Fireworks folder. Let's go out to the desktop. Go to 07, 04, nothing there. Inside of Fireworks folder, there it is, okay? Let's go back to Lightroom, and I'm going to remove this folder. Remove. So it's saying it's going to remove this folder and images from the catalog, but it's not going to remove it from the disk. Well, okay, that's going to create some problems, but I'm going to hit remove, and it's gone. Let's go back out to the Finder, and it's still there, right? So I know that it belongs in 07, 04, so I'm going to go Fireworks. I'm going to drag it into 07, 04, put it there. That's where it belongs. I'm going to delete Fireworks by moving it to the trash. I'm going to go back to Lightroom. Now, I did this outside of Lightroom, right? And Lightroom doesn't think there's anything inside of 04, even though I put it in there. Well, what am I going to do? Well, I can go Synchronize folder, import new photos 1, hit Synchronize. Here it is. There it is. Hit import. Bang. Now it's back. See what I had to do to get Lightroom to do what I did out in the Finder? If I had done all that inside of Lightroom, I wouldn't have had to do any of this nonsense. Okay, this video is getting long. I hope I've cleared up any confusion and not created more. Bottom line, use a master folder for all your images and then do everything inside of Lightroom. All right, guys. Thanks. See ya.